Hello, I'm Brian and I'm with JRA Autoquip Leaf Springs in Lisburn, Northern Ireland. And today I want to talk to you about how to measure a leaf spring. First we'll talk about a basic measurement and then we'll talk about detailed measurements. First thing we want to look at with the leaf spring is that we want to be able to count the leaves. So we would count the main leaf as leaf number 1, and every leaf from there we'd count 2, 3, 4, and 5. The way this spring is configured, we have 4 leaves, plus we have 1 large rebound leaf. So we would call this a 4 plus 1. Sometimes you'll see leaf springs and they might be 4 plus 2 or 3 plus 2. So you want to note that whenever you're determining how many leaves are in your spring. When we get the leaf spring measurement, the basic measurement, we don't really want to use a tape if possible, because we want to measure along the curve of that leaf. We wouldn't want to do a straight line. That's not how you measure the spring. We want to measure from the eye to the center bolt and the center bolt to the eye. And when I say eye, I mean the center of the hole where the pin goes. So if you use your tape, you have to bend it. A better tool would be a nice straight rule. And you bend it along the curvature of that spring, and you measure your distance in millimeters from the center of that eye along the curve of the spring to the center of the center bolt. That's your center bolt. And then your second measurement, measurement number 2, will be from the center bolt to the center of the rear eye. And you'll write that down as length 1 and length 2. Eye to center bolt to eye. That's your basic measurement. Another important measurement you're going to need is a measurement that shows you what the curve of that spring is. You never know if a spring is going to be curved like this or it's going to be straighter. That's the camber of your spring. So how do we determine the camber? Well, we take a straight piece of rod or stick or something, and we center that right in the center of each eye, and then we measure up at the location of the center bolt to get your camber. That might be, say, 150 millimeters from the top of the leaf at the center bolt to that imaginary line we're drawing between the center of each eye of the main leaf. That's your camber. So remember, along the leaf, length 1, along the leaf, length 2, and then your camber. That's your most important measurement. Why are you going to use that measurement? You want to use that measurement if you're trying to determine if this spring is for an L200 is going to fit in the L200 that you have. You want to make sure that that front and rear measurement are the same, and it's really important for the location of your axle. Now, if we want to do detailed measurements of a leaf spring in order to make a custom spring for you, or, for example, you've got a broken leaf and you need that leaf fixed, you want to measure each leaf. And you'll start by getting your width of the spring. You measure the width of the leaf. So that would be a 70 mil wide spring. And you would do the same thing I told you for the basic measurement. Length 1, length 2 for leaf number 1. Then for leaf number 2, you're going to do measurement 1, measurement 2. And so on down the line. Then you're going to need your vernier tool or a caliper, and for each one of those leaves you want to measure how many millimeters thick they are so that you know the thickness of each leaf. In addition to that, you'll want to measure the thickness of the main center area of the pack of leaves for an overall measurement. As you can see, these 4 leaves in the main pack are all the same thickness, but your rebound leaf is a different thickness. So you want to make sure you get an individual measurement of each variant thickness. You might want to take notes on where clips are, and you'll also want to find out what the size of pin that this bush is going to take in the front and the rear. Just measure your pin. Is it a 14 mil pin, a 16 mil pin? That's an easy way to do it. The other thing you'll do when measuring bushes is you'll measure the outer diameter of your bush then the inner diameter of your bush, and the overall width. This is a bush that has steel, rubber, and steel. We call that a silent block bush, and that prevents a lot of the vibration because you've got a steel casing separated by the rubber. Back here, if you were to take these rubber bushes out, you've got top hat shaped bushes, and there is one that goes on each side. So when you're measuring those, you'll measure not the outer diameter of the shoulder of the top hat, but you'll measure the inside. And then you'll measure the inner diameter, and then also the length or the width of those bushes. I hope that's helped you to understand how you can measure your own leaf spring if you're getting something custom built, or if you're replacing a leaf, or if you're just trying to verify that the spring that you're looking at from our website is going to fit into your vehicle, or if you need to just say, hey, can you make me a replacement leaf? Here's measurement 1, here's measurement 2, here's the width, here's the thickness of the leaf, and here's the camber. If we have that information, it's a really great place to start to get you up and running again, pass your MOT, and get your vehicle carrying the right capacity. Come see us at JRA Autoquip. We're in 8B Flush Park in Lisburn. Our phone number is 02892-673318. You can find us on Facebook for JRA Autoquip. You can also find us online at jraautoquip.co.uk. Give us a call and we'll get you sorted out for your leaf springs.